What if your unanswered prayer is not a sign that God ignored you? What if heaven heard every word you whispered when nobody else knew you were struggling? There are prayers you prayed with confidence. There are prayers you prayed through tears. And there are prayers you barely had the strength to finish. You may have asked God for healing. You may have asked Him to restore your family. You may have prayed for a relationship, a new opportunity, financial provision, or simply enough strength to make it through another day. Then you waited. One day became another week became another month. And somewhere along the way, a question quietly entered your heart. God, did you hear me? If you have ever felt that way, remember this. Silence is not the same thing as absence. Just because you cannot see God moving does not mean God is doing nothing. Think about a seed planted beneath the ground. For days, the soil can look completely unchanged. Nothing appears to be happening. But underneath the surface, something is developing. Roots are forming before anything becomes visible. Your prayer may be in a similar season. God may be working beneath the surface before you see anything change around you. The Bible says in Psalm 34 verse 15 that the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous and His ears are attentive to their cry. God does not accidentally hear your prayers. He does not need you to repeat yourself because He forgot what you said. He knows the prayer you prayed yesterday. He knows the request you were too embarrassed to say out loud. He knows the desire you have carried for years. And He knows the reason behind the request. That last part matters. Because sometimes we know what we want, but God knows what we actually need. A child may ask a parent for something that looks wonderful to them, but would cause harm they cannot understand. The parent sees what the child cannot see. In the same way, God sees the entire picture of your life. You see today. God sees tomorrow. You see the opportunity. God sees where it could lead. You see the person you want. God sees the character of that relationship. You see the door you are asking Him to open. God sees what is waiting on the other side. That is why God's answer may not always look like the answer you expected. Sometimes He says yes. Sometimes He says wait. Sometimes He redirects you towards something you never considered. And sometimes He closes a door because He loves you too much to let you walk through it. An unanswered prayer does not automatically mean a rejected prayer. There is a difference between God saying no and God saying not yet. Waiting can feel painful because we live in a world that teaches us to expect immediate results. But God is not working according to your timeline. He is working according to His wisdom. Think about Hannah in the Bible. She carried a deep desire for a child and poured out her heart before God. Her prayer was not casual. It came from a place of deep anguish. Yet her answer did not arrive immediately. There was a season when Hannah had to keep trusting God while nothing seemed to change. Eventually, God answered her prayer with Samuel. Her waiting season did not mean God had forgotten her. It meant her story was still unfolding. Maybe you are in your own waiting season right now. You have prayed the same prayer so many times that you are tired of hearing yourself say it. You wonder whether you should keep believing. You wonder whether your situation is ever going to change. But do not confuse delay with denial. God's timing can feel slow without ever being careless. There is another truth you need to hear. Sometimes God changes the person praying before He changes the situation being prayed about. You may be asking God to change your circumstances while He is developing your character. You may be asking Him to remove the storm while He is teaching you how to stand in the middle of it. You may be asking for a breakthrough while He is building the faith you will need to handle the blessing. The waiting season may be preparing you for the answer. That is why you should not waste the season you are in. If you are waiting, keep praying. If you are hurting, keep seeking God. If you are confused, keep bringing your questions to Him. Faith does not mean pretending everything is fine. Faith means bringing everything to the one who is faithful. Jesus Himself taught His followers to keep praying and not give up. That means your persistence matters. Not because you can pressure God into giving you what you want, but because prayer keeps your heart connected to the one who knows what is best. Maybe today you need to stop measuring God's faithfulness by what has changed around you. Instead, look at what He has already carried you through. There were moments you thought you would never survive, yet you were still here. There were nights you thought would break you, yet God gave you another morning. There were situations you could not solve, yet somehow you kept moving. That does not mean every prayer has been answered the way you wanted. It means God has not stopped being God just because the answer has not arrived yet. So if you are waiting for an answer today, Do not give up simply because you cannot see the evidence yet. Keep your heart open. Keep your hands surrendered. Keep praying. And keep trusting. Your prayer does not need perfect words to reach a perfect God. He hears the trembling voice. He hears the silent tears. He hears the prayer you can only whisper. And when you have no words left, He still knows your heart. One day, you may look back at this season and understand why God made you wait. You may realize that the delay protected you. You may discover that the closed door redirected you. You may see that what felt like silence was actually preparation. Until that day comes, trust the character of the God who heard you. You do not have to know when the answer will come. You only have to know who holds the answer. Your prayer has not disappeared. Your tears have not been wasted. Your waiting has not been meaningless. God heard you. God sees you. And God is still working. So tonight, instead of asking, God, did you hear me? Try saying, God, I trust you even before I see the answer. That kind of faith can carry you through seasons that circumstances cannot explain. And when God's answer finally becomes visible, you may discover that His timing was not late. It was right on time. If this message encouraged your heart, subscribe and stay connected for more Christian messages designed to strengthen your faith and remind you that God is always near.